Tonester back. I've got a replay here in my Centurion 7-1. We are on the map Malinovka, and we're just taking some blind shots here, and it turns out that one of the lights gets spotted, so we're able to get a shot into him. Just a little spoiler there for you. At any rate, I just wanted to apologize for not putting up any content. I have two things working against me. I own a construction company, and we are really busy at work, and we're a pretty small operation, and so I am the estimator and also the owner, which means I take care of a lot of other stuff in the company, day-to-day stuff, and so I've been just so busy at work. The other thing is that I have allergies, and this time of year is just not very fun for me. I get irritable, I have motivation issues and stuff, so by the time I get home after a hard day of work, I really don't feel like doing anything, and I might jump on and play a few games of World of Tanks, or jump on and play some XCOM or something, but nothing. It just doesn't sound fun to make videos, so I'm sorry that I haven't been producing videos. I've actually got some that all I had to do was upload, so you'll see a few of those in the next few days that I have previously recorded. I've also got some replays from people that have sent me replays, and we're going to go ahead and put those up as well. Finder, if you're out there and watching, I have recorded the Fisherman's Bay, and I've also got a replay to demonstrate some of the pitfalls of playing in the middle. Flea was kind enough to send me his first 430 replay, and we're probably going to combine that with his other with my other analysis of Fisherman's Bay for you guys. The other thing is, and I'm sorry that my speech is not exactly smooth today, but the reality is that at this time of year I have a hard time thinking, which is really bad because I'm estimating big jobs and stuff, you know. But for your purposes, basically it just comes down to your YouTube videos are a little bit less coherent. So anyway, we're back here on Malinovka, and we're fighting for the hill, and I call this, and we're shooting some hash just to kind of back off that M451. I call this, though, a game of inches, and that's because I have really struggled in the Centurion 7-1, because you have got to be completely hull down or you are going to get owned in this thing. And I've noticed you've got a cupola snipe a lot. Now the good thing is it's a fairly accurate gun, and it's got good penetration at 268, and it's also decent gun handling, and the turret is very tough on this thing. So you've got a few advantages going for you. Your one big disadvantage is you don't have very high DPM, so you need help with you. But you're going to see me sniping at cupolas a lot, because that's the way you have to play this thing to do well. Either that, or you have to sit back and snipe with it, and you guys know I'm not much of a sniper. So we're missing a few shots here and there. That's normal, because you're shooting at small targets, you know. But versus an M451, I feel pretty comfortable because I can sit back and cupola snipe, and his gun is not accurate enough to do that. So we've kind of pushed him off the hill with the help of our Type 4, and we've also got a T30 up here, I believe. And it's just slow gameplay just to move them back, and it pains me to do it because I just don't like playing super slow. But if you want to do well in this tank, that's what you got to do. So we take our first bit of damage and realize that the WZ-120 is using the small gun. He's got the 100mm, which some people prefer on the WZ-120. I prefer just to can that tank and never think about it again. But it's terrible. And I know that the gun depression on that thing is awful. So I'm going to push up. As soon as he's backing down the hill, I know there's no way he can hit me. Right? So we put a nice shot into him, and we're up to 2,400 damage. So it's kind of a slow start, and that's why I kind of cut a lot of this out. But I just wanted to show you the game and how to play the Centurion 7-1 and in a game of inches. So that M451's just a little too tall for us to get our gun up over the top, and we waste a little bit of time there. And we're going to kind of push it out of the way and try and get shots on other tanks. We're still cupola sniping at this point. So our Type 4, I got to give him credit. He really did push up front, and kudos to him. Now, you've got enough pen, you can pen the upper plate of the hull of the Super Pershing. So he is no match for us. And, you know, side turret, and you can hit his cheeks, and you can hit his cupolas, and you can hit his turret ring. So there's a lot of places you can hit with a fairly accurate gun, and he really has no chance of penning you. So to me, it's amazing. This Type 4 Heavy has taken 0 damage so far. He's taken 1 hit point of damage. Let me rephrase that. But it's currently 6-2, and we've got really good map control at this point. So my decision is, I've got 3,000 damage and 500 assist. I want to improve upon that, and the way I'm gonna improve upon that, and I take that shot after the guy dies, but regardless, is to get some assistance damage, right? Because as we've said many times before, you've got one gun, your team has 15, 14 other guns, so that was an unfortunate shot on a tier 7 medium. But this thing does not snapshot real well, so you really do need to aim your shots. And at this point, we're just trying to get some assist damage, which is not working out too well, quite honestly. I've only got another 200 assists so far. But that's okay. We're up to 3,800 damage now. And we're pushing forward just to see if we can slow things down. And this new American heavy tank, or I call it a heavy, but it's really a TD, is in trouble. His sides are cheese. So we're able to hit the E25. So what the E25's doing in this game, I don't know. Oh, he's platooned with the Challenger. For those of you that don't know, the E25 is actually a preferential matchmaking tank, so you don't want to platoon it with other tanks unless you can get a Panther M10 or another E25, something that's pref matchmaking. He just doesn't have the pen for tier 9 tanks. So we're nearing the end of the game, but we've got 4,600 damage, and now we're up to 1,500 assist, and this is why you don't snapshot on this thing. The full side of a Pantera, and we cannot make it happen. So down to the last tank, and our team played well. They played very well. Now, watch when I don't snapshot. Look at that shot. I mean, that's a little bit lucky, I'll admit, but at the same time, fully aiming this thing, it's very, very accurate. So, I appreciate you guys watching. We will do a little bit of an after action report. I'm sorry if you've been missing out on stuff, and don't worry, guys. I've got your replays, and we will put them up. I just need to find the time to do it. So we will see you in just a moment. Okay, here we are at the after action. We did get a first class out of this. We got a Confederate and a high caliber. 5,100 damage, 1,290 base XP, which is actually quite good for that tank for me. 31 shots, 16 hits, 13 pens. We lost 10,000 credits. but we did 1500 assist, and there was nothing going on, so I just got my regular 1290 XP. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will catch you on the next one. Tonester out.